Hello everyone, welcome to Chaudhary Data World channel. Today I am here with a new video on group by. Basically we will be watching the functionality of this group by button including aggregation function in Power BI. So let's get started with the video. So here I have prepared a slide for this group by. Here you can see that what is group by. It is basically nothing but organizing similar data into group. It's a very basic concept as its literal meaning stands for that grouping. It stands for grouping. So basically it is similar thing that it is getting used for organizing similar data, whatever it is into your data set, into some group. So basically you can see here that this is a very basic table that is having ID and what all fruits are there. So fruit names are there. When it is getting grouped on the basis of fruit, so you can see that apple is the unique one. So there are two times apple, then banana, then orange. Like this, it has been grouped to some other table. So basically, this became the grouped table. Now we will be watching another functionality. So this basically is the grouping. Now on top of it, aggregation function is getting applied to make this whole table. This table is nothing of use right now, right? So to make it a meaningful data, aggregation is applied on top of this table. So you can see that what is aggregation function where the values of multiple together rows are grouped together. Means multiple rows. Right now here we are having 5 rows. So on these 5 rows, this is grouped together as input on a certain criteria. So criteria is that we need to take out the apple. Means group we have to group on the column fruit to form a single value. To form a single value, definitely here it is getting grouped on the unique values, that is apple, banana and orange, of more significant meaning. So how this can be provided, this meaning can be provided. So when we apply on top of it this cont aggregation function, so basically there are multiple functions getting applied on top of any group. So basically we have here applied group on this fruit column, and on top of that we have applied cont aggregation function. So what it does is how many number apple in present in this base table, that is 2. How many number of banana, so it is 1. Orange is 2. So this table became now better meaningful. That means it gives us better idea that what this particular group is having. So this particular table became more of our usage. So this is basically the aggregation function. So both these concepts, this group by and the aggregation concept, is getting applied into our Power BI. So we will be watching that what are famous aggregate functions. So these are some of the famous aggregate functions. I have just written it down. The very famous aggregate functions are this count, that count of that particular column, and then sum, average, mean, max. So we will be watching in Power BI that how this is getting applied on in any particular column. So let's jump to Power BI again. Here we are having this very basic data set in which we will apply all these concepts. So when we will click on group by, we can see that it is giving us two options, basic and advanced. We will first see this basic. So in basic we can choose only one column. That is, suppose we want to choose item category name. So basically we want to group that how grocery item, food item, beverage item, so whatever there are unique things it is into there, we want to group on top on that basis. So basically it is asking that what will be the group column name. So either we can write count, or it is default, by default it is giving us count. So here we will write count item category name, something like that, so that we will be, it will be specified for the category name. Now count rows. So basically this will count rows. We are having again those different aggregation function. This is basically the operation, is basically the aggregation function, what aggregation function we need to apply. So for now, for understanding, we are just applying count rows. So when we will apply count rows, this column button is disabled. Why it is disabled? Because it is already adopting this particular column, that is an item category name. It will count those rows here. So basically here grouping will be first applied on item category name, and then aggregation function, which we saw in the slide, count, will be applied on that particular category name. So let's see how it is applying. You can see that grocery item, there are 3 grocery item rows into that base table. Now food item, it is one. Beverage item, it is one. Grocery item, that means small g it is there, that's why it is not it is getting unique. So one. Beverage item, again one. So basically this is the group created on the basis of item category name with aggregation function as count. So this is how it is done. Let me revert it back, and then we can see that if we want to suppose if we want to here uh, we want to apply some other functions as well. Suppose count distinct rows of if we want to count distinct rows, suppose what it will do. Suppose there it is having these two particular rows, what we can see here is the same one, right? First class, these two, but here item category name is different. So if we choose zip mode, if we choose zip mode here, and the count of zip mode, suppose, then it will count its distinct rows. That means first class, this particular 1 and 2, this is getting same till this column, and this is again different. So it will now check what all rows are distinct. On the basis of that only it will apply the aggregate function. So when we will apply it, you can see that first class it is 2 times there, second class it is 1 times there, standard class it is 4 times there. So basically that is you will hit and try into your learning journey, it will better be understandable to you. uh, and then I'm again reverting it back. I will now explore the option of this advanced. So here all those you can apply and get into, and the very these are very basic concept of grouping. Only difference and only new thing it is here is all rows. If you apply this all rows on top of suppose item category name, so what it will do is, you see, when I will apply over it count, uh, count of no, it is count not all rows, all rows of item category name. On top of that, if suppose all rows is getting applied and then clicking OK, you can see what it is giving you. It is grouping the unique items, that is grocery item, food item, beverage, grocery, beverage. Okay. Now last time what it gave us, the count of grocery item. Right now it pulled out the table, it pulled out that small table which is a group here. So if you will click on this table, you can see here that this particular is a group. That means here grocery item it is there, basis of this zip mode, zip date. So all these rows belongs to this particular group only, that is grocery item. So how, what is this uses? When you want to suppose filter out some particular data only on basis of some group, you will first group it on that basis, and then you will close and apply, and then you can use this particular table only. If I will suppose clicking and close and apply, so you can see, I will jump quickly to that particular tab. Here you can see that it is getting applied. Yeah. So now you can see this is the visual. Here it is data. So what you are able to watch, basically item category name, it is consisting only grocery item, not the beverage item, not the food item, no other rows are there, only this particular group is there. So this is its beauty, that we can uh, take out any single group. So that's basically the different, let me go to transfer. That's basically the different option given into the Power BI of group by. So I think this is much more clear to you right now. uh, Let me revert it back again, and then go to advanced setting now. So if we will click on advanced, it is nothing but you can now, you are having flexibility to add group, and you have flexibility to add aggregation. So suppose right now we were grouping on the basis of some single column, that was item category name. So item category name, so group on top of group. So basically this is something like that. Suppose I will make you understand by this example. So suppose if you are having a company data set, in that company data set basically there is department, and then there is gender. There are two columns there, one is department, another one is gender. So in department, there are several departments like HR department, logistic department, supply chain department. There are three departments there. And then again you are having another column in which there are three genders. One is male, female, and third one is transgender. Now you want to apply group on basis of these two columns. So first it will be applied, suppose, on department. So what it will do, it will pull out all the HR department rows into a single group. Likewise it will pull out again the logistic department into another group. And when you apply other grouping, that will be your gender. So what it will do, it will pull out single values. That is like first one is, suppose, department name is logistic department. Under that logistic department it will again create one group that will be of male gender. Second group will be uh, logistic department of female gender. Third group will be logistic department of transgender. Fourth group will be again supply chain department of male gender, supply chain department of female gender, supply chain department of transgender. So like this there will be again three 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 nine groups will be created if you apply group on the basis of two columns. And if you would have applied only group on you would have applied on the basis of any single column, right, like department only, so there you will get three groups only. And here if you are applying two column as a grouping function, so as a grouping, so there you are getting nine groups basically. So this is the basic difference. So here that particular concept you can apply as add grouping, order on the basis of order id. First it will be applied, that group will be applied, and then add grouping. Here you can apply again ship date. Order id, basically order id not, suppose if you are applying ship mode and then ship date. So these two are applied and we will take only count of those. So here we can add aggregation as well. And if we are applying one, you can see that first class, second class, standard class. So basically it is taking all the unique things of the ship mode and then ship date, and it will take out, pull out its count. It is 2, it is 2, it is 2, it is 1. So hope you guys have understood the concept. If you are having any doubt, please let me know into the comment section. I can create again another video if you are having some problem into understanding this whole concept of group by here. Let me know into the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the videos. In upcoming videos I will be explaining you the all these data type, and then use first row as header, everything rest of the rest in this review. So I will be in coming videos I will be explaining all these concepts. Thank you so much once again. Like, share, and subscribe the video, so that it will be motivating for me to create videos like this. Thank you so much once again.